everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel PokePidge. Currently we have seen 12 Generation 8 Pokemon. 2 of them not yet officially announced, they were only seen at E3 on the Pokemon demos, but either way we have seen 12 Pokemon. One of those Pokemon was called Impidimp. Yep, that's right, Impidimp. This is Impidimp here. It is a fairy dark type. It's obviously based off of an imp, a troublesome fairy, and that made me think, I invented that sort of idea myself as well. I've got a list of exactly 100 Pokemon that I've been inventing myself. I must admit, I'm not very good at art, so I haven't drawn any of them. However, I've got a list of 100 Pokemon right here. So I thought before any more Pokemon are released for Sword and Shield, I would get all of my fake ones recorded in a video and put on the internet, so if any of them come up as a similarity, I can say, ha! I invented that too. Part 1 is going to be going through the first 50 of those. Also, before we begin, you're going to see a little icon in the corner here to indicate what I think of these Pokemon myself on my Pokeball to Master Ball rating. Pokeball being Master Ball being, I'm actually really happy with that idea. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. First up, it's Berserkit. It is a circuit board Pokemon. Its electricity makes it extremely energetic, and if any electric hits it, it cannot stop jumping around. Dromo, the base evolution for this line. It is based off of the frill-necked lizard, and it is going to be one of the first quadrupedal dragon types that cannot fly. Dromo evolves into Dragomodo, which is based off of the Komodo dragon, and it's basically a slightly bigger version of Dromo. And then Dragomo evolves into Dragomodo, which is the thorny devil Pokemon. This thing's going to basically be just a big hulking beast of a quadrupedal dragon type Pokemon, and it's going to be absolutely insane, a pseudo legendary. Beaterol is going to be a fighting rock type. It's going to basically be a Golem and one of the legendary trios similar to Entei, Suicune and Raikou. Equally, Breezerol is the ice rock type, and Bolterol is the steel rock type, making up the trio. We are yet to have a Magpie Pokemon, and now we're going to get one with Magpick. Apparently Magpies steal shiny objects, so Magpick is the one. It's going to have the Treasure Hunt ability, which is like Pickup, however it only picks up metallic objects. And when Magpick picks up a metal coat, it will evolve at the end of that battle into Stealing. This is the Steel Wing Pokemon, and basically it's a massive magpie that's got a big steel chest on it. We have Zebra Pokemon Blitzel and Zebstrika, so I have created Turfole and Turfurrow. They are basically grass donkeys, and if you breed a Turfurrow and a Zebstrika, you get Zapling. Zapling is the electric grass type, and the only way you obtain it in this region is if you breed Zebstrika and Turfurrow. We also have Grulex, which is a mosquito lava Pokemon. That will evolve into Grossoma, which is based off of the mosquito pupa. And finally, when it evolves, it will evolve into Piasquito, the mosquito Pokemon. And in doing so, the empty shell left behind from when Grossoma evolves is called Gosoma, and that is Ghost Bug, similar to Shedinja that we get in Generation 3. I'm very happy about this evolution, and the base evolution is Kidling, the fire grass type, a unique typing we haven't seen yet. Kidling is based off of Kindling, and that will evolve into Campfire, which is basically a few like bigger twigs and everything, and it's a campfire, but it's alive. And all trainers and friends will sit round a campfire to keep warm when the night is cold. However though, Campfire will evolve into Lumblaze, a giant burning lumber Pokemon basically. It's going to be based off of a large log fire, but I see this being a humanoid in shape, being made out of logs, and it's just on fire. And I think that's going to be incredible. Next is my invention for a water starter, which you heard in my Furrow region video, and that is Damfin. It's a little dolphin, and it evolved into Marifin, which is a mixture of marine and dolphin, but then that will evolve into Walkerfall. Walkerfall basically always has water falling out of its fins. It cannot help it. Keeping with the water theme though, we now have 3 forms of Gorwal. Gorwal is always going to be a water type, but its secondary type is always going to be based on the horn it has. If it's made out of rock, it's going to be water rock. If it's made out of steel, it'll be water steel. And if it's made out of ice, it'll be water ice. Not only that, Gorwal will have the ability Joust, which powers up any horn-based moves. Next up is Contumplume. This is going to be a peacock Pokemon that's part psychic, part flying, and followed by Spring Cloud, which is a little pixie fairy in a cloud floating around. Imagine it like a flying type Diglett, but fairy type, not ground. We then have Wobble, which is basically a spherical blue Pokemon that has a face, hands, and legs, but it's made of rubber. So it can bring its hands and legs in and become perfectly spherical and bounce around everywhere. A pure normal type. Following that we have the Pokemon similar to Impidimp, and that is Elfairy, Fairy Dark Pokemon, a troublesome little elf, and that will evolve into Elfairia, a really troublesome elf. Scyther could be a praying mantis, but I have invented a praying mantis Pokemon called Mantelect. It is psychic bug type, and it's going to be exceptionally powerful and exceptionally clever. You've always got to have a dog Pokemon in every region, and why not have a husky? Frosky is the Husky Pup Pokemon, and it is an ice type. It will evolve into Froskyfang, the Husky Pokemon, which is also an ice type. I don't think we've got a good enough Gargoyle Pokemon yet, so Scargoyle is the one. That is a rock ghost type. It is going to hang around towns, so it could creep up on you at any moment, and that evolves into Gargeary. These Pokemon protect buildings from enemies, and they only really come out at night. Up next, my choice for the fire starters in Cubburn is going to be a little cub of a Jaguar, and that is going to evolve into a Jagachar. Jagachar is just slightly bigger. I haven't really thought about these in much detail, but that evolves into Cremantha, the burning fire Pokemon, the first quadrupedal fire type fully evolved starter. Next was my first attempt at the grass type starter until I thought of something a little better, and that is Minicle. It is the Echidna Pokemon, and it evolves into Pochidna, which is a more spiky version of it. I couldn't think of a final evolution, so I left that one there. We also then have the Pokemon Flamfluff. This is a flamingo, a fairy flying type. People think it stands on one leg, but no, it just has one leg. This then evolves into Glamingo. This is just a very beautiful Pokemon. This is the version of Milotic for this game. It's exceptionally beautiful. People use it at contests and the like. They don't really use it for battling. However, it is quite strong. We then have my first fossil type Pokemon, and that is Mollusicle. Mollusicle, obviously name origin mollusk and icicle, is going to be the first fossil Pokemon that isn't rock type. The actual fossil is going to be made of pure ice, and it's going to be surrounding a poisonous mollusk, basically, and eventually when you breathe some life into that, that's when it becomes Mollusicle, and when it evolves, it becomes Mollifrost. The poison type Pokemon inside starts to creep out from the ice, however the ice stays intact, none of it melts, and it's exceptionally powerful. The other fossil type Pokemon I thought of was Dididodon. That's based off of a dodo. It will evolve into Dodoom, proving that dodos are not yet extinct and they are still around. Next is also one of my favourite Pokemon, and that is Droach. This is a dragon bug type, a typing we have been calling out for, and it's going to be a cockroach. It has the ability Lifeline, which is similar to Sturdy, and that means once per battle, when it is going to faint, it will leave itself with 1 HP. Doesn't have to be full health right down to 1. You know, you can have 5 HP left and then use Fire Blast on it, and Lifeline will mean that it will only have 1 HP left. But like I say, this can only be used once per battle. And the last two we'll do for today are based off of lemurs. This is going to be the early normal type Pokemon, and that is Karma. It's a very relaxed, chilled out Pokemon based off of a lemur, like I said. You know, it's very happy, very smiley, very playful, and then eventually it evolves into Madamer. You have to evolve this Pokemon with a ghost type Pokemon in your party for it to evolve, because it will evolve into a haunted lemur, which is absolutely off the charts for energy. It's going to be the unique typing of normal ghost, which means it's immune to its own typing of normal and ghost, and also immune to fighting, and then it's only going to have one weakness, and that is dark. Imagine that, 1 weakness and 3 immunities. What a matchup that is. But I'll stop at 48 today. We'll do the other 52 in part 2. Thank you for watching part 1. Have you invented any Pokemon? Leave a comment down below. Also, give it a name. I think that's my favourite part. Like I say, I'm not very creative in terms of art or anything, so if you also want to draw some Pokemon for me, go back, have a watch of this video, make some art, see if you can get inspired by anything I've said. I know these aren't very imaginative, they're literally just printed off of Excel. I write them when I'm a little bit bored, just, you know, the odd 5 minutes. But yeah, thank you for watching again, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed this video, why not leave a like or a comment down below? Believe me, both are really appreciated. And of course, if you've seen this video and you want to see more from me, click that subscribe button. Why not even ring the bell? Get notified the second I upload a video. But until next time, I'll see you later.